Hey guys, this is Mauricio, and this is how I see Forex the day of today. It is November 17th. I want to go ahead and do a quick breakdown for you guys on GBP USD so that way you guys can see what I'm actually potentially expecting. Now, we do want to look at the bigger time frame, which we are on the daily time frame right now at this moment, okay? And we have seen a ginormous push to the upside, okay? This is a huge push of momentum to the upside. Therefore, I do expect for the market to do a retracement further down. Where to, we do see also some type of order block in this area. So this could be a good region for the market to potentially come down to. Okay. Now, before we do have the market coming down to this region, we want to go ahead and see what's actually happening at this moment at the area it's located at. Okay, so we do have a bias for the market to go to the downside. We're just expecting for our analysis to play out so we can go to the downside. Now, this is on the daily time frame. As we can see, we opened up with a gap. Today is Sunday, and we had opened up with a gap to the upside. Now, I expect for the market to go a little bit higher to a liquidity zone that you guys can see on the H4, H1 time frame. So going down to the H4 time frame, I want you guys to identify this as well, that we have also gone ahead and placed a liquidity zone that has to be go ahead and be liquidated. Okay, so this will be acting as a magnet. It will be acting as a magnet for the market to push lower. Okay, now we do have to do that retracement to the upside before we push lower. Now, what is it that I did right here? As we can see, you can see this line that I had created coming to this region. Okay, all I did was I saw a bullish flag formation in this area, copied the first impulse, and went ahead and looked for the second impulse. Okay, so the second impulse, I'm expecting for it to go to around this region right here, where it is that we did this big movement to the downside, which is where we started pushing to the downside. Now that we have seen this can be our all-time highs or the area that we can look for potentially selling positions. That does not mean I'm going to go ahead and wait all the way over here. If I see some confirmation to the downside, I'm going to go ahead and take those confirmations to the downside. Now I want to go ahead and do a big breakdown right here. Okay, on the H4 time frame, we can clearly see that the market has done already some movements, right? And the movements that it have done is it's taken out equal highs. Now, due to the fact that it's taken out these equal highs, we have equal highs right here. I'm going to go ahead and point them out for you guys. We have equal highs in these areas right here, as well as this one. We have this right here. So the market has came on this region right here. Due to the fact that it's come all over in that region and we have surpassed it, now we can expect for the market to do that retracement to the downside. But before it does that retracement to the downside, we need to find a point of interest. Okay, which a point of interest would be right here. We have this last up candle before that down move. Now I'm going to go ahead and go more in detail on these on the upcoming videos on how to identify these candles. But for now, I want you guys to pay attention on this candle right here and also this liquidity zone that I have marked out. Okay, now that we found that, we're going to go to lower time frame like H1 time frame. And on the H1 time frame, what I can clearly see is that the market, okay, has came to this region right here. Okay, we're clearly at this region right here where we did mention this candle. So any type of rejection within this region, I'm going to go ahead and plot out. If I see any type of rejection within this region right here, what can I expect? I can expect for the market to go to the downside. And my targets, okay, would first be my liquidity region on the H4 time frame, which should be clearly right here, and that is a potential 120 pips. But my overall target is my weekly key level, which is 1.275. That would be my overall region. Now, we were to place trades in an area that is located around this region, okay, we'd be looking for stop losses right above this, which is about 40 to 50 pips stop loss for a potential of 130, which is almost a 3 to 1, or also a potential of 180, which is a potential 4 to 1 risk to reward. Now, this is what we look for. We look for high risk to reward because this is what's going to go ahead and benefit us when it comes to trading. As well, you guys can also see a channel. Okay, we can also see this channel going to the downside. We can see it's been respecting potential trend lines. Now, I don't go too much into trend lines, and I'll be explaining on more videos as we continue on going. we can clearly see that it has broken through the trend line. Now I can go ahead and respect this region right here. Okay, so I'm expecting for GBP USD to go ahead and go to the downside. Now that we have completed this bullish flag formation, came to an important region, and if we don't have any rejection from this one, I am pretty sure we will be having some rejection out of this second region for the downside. So with that said, GBP USD, I am currently bearish for this pair. My overall target would be 1.27500, which would be a weekly psychological level. I am aiming for the market to go down to this region right here, which is my liquidity region. And as soon as it does reach this liquidity region, I know for sure that I have to go ahead and take partials. And once I take partials, I also got to take this trade to break even. As soon as I am 20 pips in profit, set this trade and break even. And with that said, keep the trade running all the way to 1.27500. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm looking forward to do more, and I'll see you guys on the next one.